Dr. Lismita Godwin of Morningstar Home Science College, Ankamali, to present the topic Evolving a Theoretical Model of Food and Nutrition Literacy for Sustainable Health.
So I'm Jiby Abraham. Good evening, all. I'm presenting a paper on evolving a theoretical model of food and nutrition literacy for better health. I'm a research scholar in Morningstar Home Science College, Angamali. So first of all, food and nutrition literacy is not only the ability to use food and nutrition concepts and information, but also the ability to interact nutritional information with others and participate in social issues to promote community healthy eating patterns. Recently, there has been some attempts to develop tools for measuring food and nutrition literacy among adults in Western societies. However, data on food and nutrition literacy is limited for Asian countries. Youth provides an opportunity for health practitioners to promote the adoption of healthy behavior and prevent the development of health problems later in adulthood. So the significance of the study, there is no well-developed and commonly agreed theoretical framework and tools for food and nutrition literacy to be used by health researchers and practitioners to develop effective interventions. The study aims to address these gaps within a sample of emerging adolescents or undergraduates. The objective of my study is to identify dimensions and components of food and nutrition literacy. Second objective is to develop a theoretical framework of food and nutrition literacy among undergraduates. So methodology adopted was a descriptive methodology. So in this descriptive methodology, it was 3 studies were used simultaneously. The study of food and education experts to explore their views of food and nutrition literacy concepts and its components among emerging adolescents. Then focus group interview was conducted among undergraduates to identify the nutrition knowledge, skill, and behavior of students required to meet their food and nutrition needs. Then a comprehensive literature review was done to explore available food nutrition literacy, its components in current literature. So the methodology, the study of food and education experts, participants were selected through snowball and purposive sampling technique with maximum diversity. The interview was conducted using a semi-structured questionnaire. Focus group interview was conducted among undergraduates in order to maximize the heterogeneity of the sample. 2 colleges were selected from different socioeconomic areas. Then scholarly electronic databases, including PubMed, Science Direct, Scopus, and Google Scholars were used to find the components. The keywords used to find the articles were food literacy, nutrition literacy, food skill, and these important keywords were used to search the literature. So the result shows that we could find 2 domains, that is cognitive and skill domain, were identified during our research, and we could find 2 to 3 dimensions. That is, first one, cognitive. In cognitive domain, we found out the dimensions were food and nutrition related knowledge, and its components were nutrition knowledge. That is, nutrition knowledge, knowing food groups, their nutritional values and role of macronutrients, knowing food guidelines, balance, diverse and moderate diets, then knowing the importance of main meals and snacks, knowing the sources of nutritional information. And in lifestyle knowledge, we could identify that these 2 people should know about knowing the interaction between food intake and physical activity. Then food safety knowledge on basic food, personal health, recognition of safe place to buy foods, recognizing of signs of food contamination and unhealthy packaging. So these were the components which we identified. Then knowledge of food and its preparation. These were the components identified in cognition domain. Then we identified one more domain, which was skill domain. Under skill domain, we could identify functional literacy, interactive literacy, and skill literacy. Under functional literacy, we could identify components like understanding food and nutrition information. In that is the ability to access and obtain the required food and nutrition information from reliable sources, and application level, that is healthy eating behavior and about health. How can they apply all these knowledges what they have gained? Then in interactive,
Hello, Jiby.
yeah,
Jiby,
yes,
5 minutes
sir.
is over. Please come to the conclusion.
Yeah. Then in critical literacy also we could find media literacy, label literacy, and decision making and planning. And this was the model which we arrived, that is literacy. It's a subset, health literacy is a subset of literacy, and food and nutrition literacy is again a subset of health literacy. So to conclude, the study highlights the importance of integrated application of all dimensions of food and nutrition literacy among food and application of all dimensions of food and nutrition literacy among this population group. It provides a framework for food and nutrition literacy and its component for undergraduates, which can be used in developing tools to measure food and nutrition related literacy and interventions for its improvement. The findings also provide policymakers and curriculum developers a framework for evaluating educational curriculum and creating useful teaching and learning methods to increase students' food and nutrition literacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiby. Thank you for the time-bound presentation.